Applyingpressureproductions.
All right, let's go. Tiko Gotti in the building.
What's good? What's good?
Welcome to APP TV.
Oh yeah, you know I'm glad to have you, man.
Man, you going crazy, bro. Like last year, man, I seen you been dropping mad crazy visuals and stuff like that, bro. You've been really working, man.
Oh yeah, man. Like I love music. You just gotta be persistent in what you do. You know, like people don't understand. Like when it's in you, you can't stop. You know, so I'm just having fun with it, man. That's all I can say.
No question, bro. So where you from, man?
I'm originally from Detroit, Michigan, Battle Creek, Michigan, to be exact.
Okay, D in the building.
Oh yeah, you know I moved down here. I moved down to Greenville, say when I was about 10. You know, and then like ever since I just been down here, you know, so South Carolina is way different from up north.
I was gonna say, what are some of the biggest differences that you've noticed from both areas?
I'd say probably the weather. You know, you got like in the wintertime, like y'all wintertime is way different from our wintertime. So you like in our wintertime, you got like blizzards and probably about 6-degree weather. You know, but y'all winter, you got just in the 40s, maybe 50s. That's nothing. You know, try going up there and surviving a whole winter. You ain't gonna be able to make it.
Yeah, I know I wouldn't make it up there. So when did you start making music, and what made you want to pursue it?
Well, basically, I started doing music based when I was 15. But I started out playing drums. You know, I had my own drum set in my house, you know, when my mom was married. So I used to play for the church, and that's like when I was like 11 or 12, so I used to just get the sticks and just play, you know. Then like when I started like listening to different kind of genres and music, I was just like, man, people doing music, and I'm just like, I want to kind of invest into it. So I'm just like, I'm gonna start trying to do music. So I started like listening to different beats and started like trying to like rap on them and just practicing. And then like when I seen that I was getting good at it, so that's when I started going to the studio. So, you know, I just want to pursue it because I just love music, you know. Like I sit there and just like just buy like different kind of like albums and stuff. I waste a whole lot of money on like just buying different people albums and just listen to them. That's how much I love music.
Okay. So who kind of like did you listen to when you were growing up? Like who were some of your influences?
Basically, I have to say it was more of the struggle hip hop. I listened a little bit of Jay-Z, Nas, more of them kind of people. I'm a big The Game fan, so I listen to The Game a lot. So, you know, I like them.
Okay. Now, what's your recording process like? Do you write, freestyle, just play with it a little bit? Like, what's it like when you're in the booth?
Basically, like, I say probably I did about 2, maybe 3 songs I freestyle, but like all my songs really just been me like pad and pen. You know, it's just something about the pad and pen. You know, I just think it don't get no better when you writing your own stuff. You know, I ain't knocking nobody that got somebody writing stuff for them, because some people wish that they can do music and write their own stuff, but they just can't, so they just need some help. You know? So ain't nothing wrong with it.
Well, you know, it's pretty interesting that you said that, because a lot of these guys get on these interviews and stuff and they're like, oh man, I just go in the booth, man, no pad, no pen. And I guess they're thinking like that's just a big trend to follow nowadays or something like that. But, you know, I always thought, you know, it doesn't matter. However you get your message across, that's just the way that you should go about it.
Yeah, definitely. So, I mean, like I said, I don't knock people that freestyle. You got some people that can just freestyle everything they do.
Hey man, moving on. Where did the name Reloaded come from on your last project? I seen that was like the last big thing that you dropped.
Basically, you know, basically like I was just listening to, you know, a movie or whatever, and it just like I was just looking at a movie, and I was just like, man, and I was just like looking at how basically he just like his kids got abducted and stuff, and that's how he just wanted revenge. And so like I just like how he just had that passion of just like, you know, trying to get his family back. So I'm just like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna name this mixtape Reloaded, because, you know, like I'm gonna give him something what they think, you know, like they just like I ain't done, you know, to come up with just something different, you know. The Reloaded is just okay, I got something, I got a whole nother clip for you. So that's why I just wanted to name it Reloaded, you know.
Okay. The Beatbox music video, that's the Spot 'em Got 'em remix. What was your inspiration? Because I've seen a lot of people doing that challenge. What was that feeling like for you, being able to rap on that beat and come up with your own twist and your own style integrated with it?
I was just having fun with it, to be honest. I ain't gonna lie to you, I seen everybody doing it, so I'm just like, okay, let me go ahead and hop on it and see what I got to say, you know. So I just felt like it was just gonna be out the chain. And when I did do it, I was just like, okay, yeah, I got it. So like, I was just sitting one day and I just heard the beat and I was just like, okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and demolish it. It wasn't nothing but like a minute and some change. So I'm like, okay, I can go ahead and talk my shit for a minute and some change.
Now in the Coming Up video, you know I gotta ask, man. You was in front of the pink church, man. You was on the cop car and stuff, man. What was the inspiration behind that video? Because it looked like you and Applying Pressure Productions, myself, put a lot into that video and it came out like really nice, man. The angles were dope and a lot of the shots were clean, and it was a great project to watch. And I see it got a lot of traffic on social media. So.
Oh yeah. Basically, it's like I wanted to do something different, you know, and like I said, shout out to Applying Pressure Productions, because, you know, it's just like that whole little scenery, it was just off the chain. It was different for one, and then for two, you got the whole little 2 Chainz little theme he did. So, you know, instead of going all the way to Atlanta, we have something right here in our town. So I was just like, okay, it's a whole lot of ideas that you could come up with to shoot a nice video, music video at that. So like, when you got different people around, you know, the upstate looking at a dope video like that, they're gonna be trying to, you know, go and do the same as well, or use whatever ideas that they have, you know, to go do what they need to do. So I think that was just pretty dope.
Okay. Do you have any other projects coming up, and what are some goals do you have for this year in music?
Yeah, I got a project that I've basically been holding really for since last year. It's called mixtape's called Charged Up. So definitely look out for that. I don't even know when I'm gonna drop it, to be honest, but it's definitely gonna drop this year. I might just surprise and just drop it for y'all, you know, just for the hell of it. But some of my goals basically for this year is just to get more visuals out, and, you know, and try to, like, I want to try to go on tour soon, like just around the upstate, just to get my face and name heard, you know. So I want to kind of go around and just try to, like, perform different, you know, just the ones, like the highlighted songs that I have that'll be top notch, that'll get, you know, a lot of views and a lot of eyes, you know.
Okay, yeah, getting that exposure, man. That's what it's about. Is there anybody specific you would like to work with?
Out in the upstate, or just
in general, just upstate or South Carolina or wherever, you know.
I don't have no problem working with anybody, honestly. It's only one person who I would love to work with. Man, what is his name? My boy, Young Sway. He be over there at About Time Studios.
Okay, yeah.
You know, he made some dope music. So, you know, shout out to Sway. You know what he do. Me and him we used to go to school together and stuff. So I like his flow and his style. You know, his style is really different, and you can't really buy his style because it's different. You know, so that's who I want to work with sometime in the future if I can.
Man, that's dope you said that, because that led me into my next question. What's your take on the Greenville rap scene and the South Carolina rap scene, you know, just as a state? And then what's your take on Greenville and, you know, how artists network and stuff like that? Do you think it's, you know, growing, or do you think it's still kind of stagnant? Do you think it could be bigger? Like, what's your take on that whole scenery?
Basically from Greenville, it's growing. I'm say for Greenville it's growing, but it could be a little better, you know, like for us with people like helping one another, you know, like that's a big thing. Like, show love, you know, like repost somebody's video. If you don't like it, you know, just don't say nothing. You know, some people, everybody's entitled to their own, you know, feedback or whatever they might think of. Like, I just feel like we just need to do better as a whole city itself. You know, it's a lot of hate going on. You know, some people don't like this person because of this and that. It be your pettiness. You know, we all, you know, been petty once or twice, but as you grow up in life, you know, you gotta like throw away those childish things and really just look at things from a whole different perspective. Like I said, I love my city a lot, you know, so shout out to Greenville, and I just feel like, you know, like we can definitely come up. Like South Carolina itself, we really blew up and put a name. You know, we made a name for ourselves throughout the whole music genre. So, you know, you have a few people that signed, and, you know, they doing their thing now. Like, you know, Rennie, you got Black Zach. So it's you got the baby, you know, he's from North Carolina, but it's still the Carolinas, you know. So we got a lot of people that really, you know, grew out and really did what they had to do to make things happen. But for us with, you know, like networking and stuff, we definitely can network a little better. Like I said, we had a little showcase for Greenville. I think we'll definitely go to the next level. Like if the people that was like all the higher ups come to Greenville and just did a whole major like showcase like they do in Myrtle Beach, where they just get people to perform and stuff. I think that'd be dope. You know, that'd be real dope.
No question. So last but not least, do you have any advice you would give to upcoming artists and anything that you think could put them in the right direction, or some mistakes that you may have made that you probably would have done different when you first started your music career?
Don't wait too late to start, you know, chasing your dream. I waited a little too late, you know, to start like really getting serious. So that's why I'm just having fun with it now. I'm not trying to take it to the whole next level. If I do make it, hey, I love it, but technically I'm not trying to just make this thing be a whole thing for me. I'm just trying to have fun with it. But, you know, for any upcoming artist, you know, never let nobody take you out that element. You know, what I mean by that is, you know, always keep your grind, always be persistent in what you want to do. If you want to drop music, drop it, but just know that sometimes you have to take a mental. You have to get your mental back right as well. Like, go spend time with your family. Go do something constructive. Go give back to the community. Go take a course in school. You know, it's always good to other ways to help your community, help people. So I just feel like, you know, you gotta take that time for yourself to breathe and to get yourself right, because you can't just drop music, you know, because you'll get burned out. So I just, you know, shout out to the ones that's really trying to make a name for themselves, you know, trying to come up and do music or whatever they do trying to do. So it ain't hard. You just gotta stick to it and be persistent. That's just what I think.
There you go, Tiko Gotti, dropping gems, man. Where can the people find you at? Where can they hit you up, connect with you?
Basically, you can hit me on my Instagram at Tiko Gotti. I got a Twitter. My Twitter is Kibo Gotti 24, and I don't got no Facebook anymore. So just hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. You know, and I definitely follow back, and definitely you know, show love to anybody that's, you know, stop by and comment where you from or on some of my stuff, and I definitely, you know, do the same as well. You know, show some love back, and however you want to do it. If you want to do music, you want to, you know, do a little collab, you know, we definitely can. I'm always open to do anything, you know, so anybody want to do, you know.
Oh, Tiko Gotti, man, it's been a pleasure. Thank you for your time, man, and showing up.
You know it, man.
And we look forward to what you have coming this year, man.
What's in my past, I never said a miss. Cause I don't have time, been my field trying to reminisce. With that work up on the stove like a pot of grits. If it don't make money, it don't make sense. I come from that jungle, from cops, hopping fence.